20-minute shoulder mobility class. So just come on all fours and come into an all four tabletop position. We're going to take this moment to awaken the spine, but also get into our breath here. So just come into some cat-cows, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, knees hip swift distance apart. We're going to drop the belly, lift the chest, try not to arch too much in the lumbar spine, the lower back. Think about having a slight engagement in the core and pulling up through the chest. As you exhale, you round and tuck under, tuck the chin, pull the tailbone towards the face. And as you inhale, you drop the belly and lift. Again, being wary of not putting too much pressure on the lower back. Exhale, round. Keep putting the weight forward. And open up. Feel like you're pulling the chest through the thumbs, not compressing the neck too much. Round it under. Push into the hands, push into the tops of the feet. And unravel. Move with your own breath. Now you can move quickly or slowly. Notice the quality of your breath. Does it feel expansive and is it moving freely? Or does your breath feel quite short today? Having no judgment on which one it is, but just noticing. Each time you transition, you press a little harder or open up a little bit more in that thoracic spine, the top of the spine. So feel like the rib cage is opening up rather than the lower back taking the brunt of the stretch. Okay, after your last exhalation, after your last rounding, coming back into an all, just resetting your all four position. We're going to do some protraction and retraction of the shoulder blades of the scapula. So protraction is pushing away and the shoulder blades are moving around the chest to the outside underneath the armpits. And then retraction is retracting the shoulder blades, but engaging the core, not arching the lower back and squeezing the shoulder blades in. So the neck is long, the arms are straight. We're just moving the shoulder blades up and down, up and down. Keep the shoulders over the wrists. They move up and they move down. Really think about the wings on the back going in towards the middle of the back, squeezing a penny, and then they move round underneath the armpits. For 10, 9, 8, 7, neck is long, 6, core is engaged slightly, 5, keep the arms straight, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it in retraction, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze for 3, 2, 1. Hold it in protraction for 3, 2, 1. Okay. You are now going to bring your hands forward and lie down on your tummy. Bring your hands in front of you. You want the elbows directly underneath the shoulders, so not too far forward. If anything, think about pulling them back so they're underneath the shoulders, and you start to press into the hands. The hands aren't ducking in and they're not ducking out. The wrists are in line with the elbows. You're going to engage your core slightly to flatten the lower back and lift up through the heart center. Really feel like you're trying to pull your heart through your thumbs, but obviously it is not moving. Don't compress the neck up. Think about the neck being in line with the spine. In anything, you can tuck the chin under slightly and feel like the head is moving away from the shoulders, like you're a turtle and you are coming out of your shell. So you're really trying to pull the head out, and you'll feel a nice stretch on the back of the neck, down the shoulder blades. Maybe go into a bit more extension as you lift up the rib cage slightly, thinking about trying to lift that lower part of the belly off of the mat, that 1 millimeter. Okay, if you feel comfortable, if you have enough space, press into the hands. If you feel that in your lower back at all, then come back down. Again, don't compress the neck. Even look down slightly and feel that lift as the shoulder blades draw down. At any time, drop down to your forearms. If you feel the stretch, then it's working. There is no need to work overboard. You'll just compromise your progression. Deep breath in. Exhale, lower down. Take the hands down to the mat, your face down to the hands, and move your hips from side to side. Bring the hands in line with the chest, roll the shoulder heads back and just press into the hands slightly, tuck the chin under and press as much as you can, but keeping the hips on the mat. So if you're lifting up and your hips are coming off the mat, lower down, have a bend in the elbows. You should feel this in your forearms and your biceps. Think of that retraction of the scapula. So trying to pinch that penny behind. Hold it here for 3, for 2, and gently lower down. Again, move the hips from side to side. Bring your hands out in line with your shoulders. And then you're going to bring your hands out in line above your head. Your hands are going to face in, palms facing in. We're going to do some mobility kind of movements now. Try not to arch in the lower back. Think about pulling the pubic bone towards the rib cage, flattening the lower back so you have some core engagement. Your forehead's going to be on the mat the entire time. Do not lift your forehead. You can watch me for this first one, but I'm going to talk you through it the whole way. Your forehead's going to be on the mat, and you're going to lift your arms up above your head as much as you can, palms facing. Inhale, we feel like we're opening something up with our hands. The hands come in line with the shoulders, and then we flip the palms, so the palms are facing up towards the ceiling, and then we take the hands behind and they hover off the back. Keep the core engaged. We bring them back around in line with the shoulder, and they flip forward and they reach forward. We're going to go for 10. Ready? Forehead down, arms up, and we go out, flip and back, flip and forward, palms face. 9. Keep breathing into the chest. 8, take them out, flip and behind. Take them back, flip and forward. 7, 6, 5, take them out, flip and back. Back, flip and forward for 4. For 3, take them out, keep that core engaged. For 2, last one, take it out, flip the palms, take it behind, take it out. Don't touch the back when you go back, and forward, and relax. Move the hips from side to side, move the shoulders down, just have a little rest on your mat. And then when you're ready, push back and come into a child's pose. And just allow that lower back to soften and relax. So now we're going to need a broom or something like a broom, a mop, or if you don't have anything like that, like this, my little prop, then you can use a strap or a dressing gown tie or something like that, but this is better because it's not going to move, so it's going to be better for exercise. So you probably have seen this one where we take it behind and round. This is great, but we can get a lot more movement here because we push the chest out even if we're trying to engage the core and stay flat. So we're going to do this with our bodies prone in a lying down position. So coming onto your belly, placing your forehead on the mat, gripping the broom, take it a little bit wider than what you think you can go, because we'll just loosen up the shoulders and then we'll start to creep the hands in as we go. We're going to go for 10 and then we'll relax and then we'll go for another 10. So forehead on the mat, Engage that core. I feel like you're holding something precious underneath your belly button and you don't want to squish it. You're going to take it up and round. Don't touch the lower back. Don't fall into it. Hover it and then bring it back. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Try and keep the arms straight. 7, 8, 9. Last one. We'll go a bit slower now. We're going to hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 on the way back as well. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh. Relax a minute. You can take your side of your face to your hands and grab a bit of water if you need to. And then after your couple of breaths, we're going to go straight into another 10. See if you can creep your hands in a little bit more. Don't worry if you can't. You'll get there. I've seen people do it and they like have their hands, it's shoulder width distance apart. And it's just like, that mobility is crazy. But we have to have goals. That's where we're going to be. Okay, grabbing your prop, whatever you have. Forehead on the mat. Engage the core and we are going to go for 10. 9, 8. Feel like you have a bit of tension, like you're trying to pull the room out as well, like you're trying to kind of pull each end away from each other. 5, 4, 3, keep that core engaged. 2, last one, we're going to go 4 there and 4 back. So we're going for 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Relax. You can push back into a child's pose if you need to, or you can just relax your head down on your mat. Okay, we're at 12 minutes. This is good. We can do a few more contraction and retractions at the end. Okay, moving out your child's pose or your prone position, getting rid of your broom. And then either taking the camera into a space where you can, on like next to your sofa or a chair or the end of your bed. I'm going to use this ottoman here because we need something to rest our hands on. So you might need a cushion as well. I'm just going to fold up this, place my knees on here because this floor is hard. We're going to open up the back body by resting our hands on something and having like a bit of tension as we pulse the chest down. So if you have nothing to rest on at like height when you're on your knees, just find something that you can stand on. Maybe your kitchen side, you can stand and lean over it, or a table. Don't miss this exercise out, it's really, really beneficial. Okay, so here you're just going to want to dump your weight, which is natural and it does feel nice. And you can just sink it in like that and have a little feel. It does feel really good, but we want to have a flat lower back. So you're here, start to engage your core by pulling your pubic bone towards your rib cage to flatten the lower back. Reach your fingertips away and then try and just relax here. Okay, we're going to pulse in a couple of moments, so just get comfortable. And when we're going to pulse, we're just going to dip the chest and put it back in. Like, not really cat-cows, a way more minute movement. And kind of feel like the biceps are going past the ears and then the biceps are framing the ears. So get 2 more breaths in here. Reach the fingertips away, neck is long, core is slightly engaged. You can move your hips from side to side. I've got a bit more tension built up in the left side of my body. You can feel it going from my fingertip all the way down to my hip. So just that's like being aware of your body. Start to notice where you hold these bits of tension or tightness or these restrictions in your body. We're going to do 5 pulses, then we'll have a pause and then do another 5. Take a breath in and exhale, slightly drop and pull it back in. 5, 4, not arching too much in the lower back. 3, 2, 1. Hold it here at the top. You're not arching, you're flat back again. Okay, deep breath in. Exhale. We're going to go for another 5. So lift up and down. Neutral and down. I think I'm engaging my lower back too much. So 3, 2, last one. I know it can be painful. 1. Okay, walk your hands to the edge of whatever you're leaning on and slowly push yourself back. Oh, sit back wherever you are or have stand. Just notice where you feel quite heavy in your body after you've just stretched. All these muscles get really short and compact and tight, so we're lengthening them, and the more we do that, the more they're going to bounce back and be like that, but it does take time. Okay, so we're going to do some last protraction retractions and a little bit of ending with a bit of cat-cow. Spine should be nice and warm, so you can just get a little bit fluid with it. You don't have to stay in this kind of cat-cow movement. You can take some circles with the body if you want to. But again, just wherever you are, not putting too much pressure on the lower back. Always feel you have a slight engagement just so you're not dumping into that lower back. Coming back to all fours, we'll take 10 more protractions and retractions. If you're finding it hard to connect to your scapula here and you feel like you're just dumping and coming back, or maybe your lower body's moving as well, come up onto a seated position and you're gonna push the arm forward and then push the arm back, keeping this shoulder still, pushing the arm forward. See my shoulder blades move sort of towards underneath my arm, not underneath my armpit, to the outside of my body, and then my shoulder blade moves back. Shoulder blade moves forward and back, forward and back. So maybe that is easier for you to connect with, but if you can, come to all fours, do whatever way is good for you, and we're going to take 10. Maybe take 5 on each side if you're doing it singly. So going for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, sitting back. Oh, lifting the arms up, having a bend to the left, index finger points up, and bend to the right. Hope you enjoyed that little mobility session. Really important to incorporate it into your routine, especially if you're on the computers or driving all the time.